Hello, I am Sonali Powar. In this video, we are going to see how to declare the one-dimensional array. To declare the one-dimensional array, first you have to write down the data type, then name of your array and size of your array. Here I have declared the array A of integer type which is able to store the 5 integer values. Like that you can declare the array of float also. So float is a data type, B is the name of my array, and here suppose I written the 3, it means B is an array which is able to store the 3 float values under the single name B. Like that you can declare the array of character also. I will say that char C, and suppose I said 6, it means here C is a name of array which is able to store the 6 characters under the single name C. When you declare the any array, it is a compulsory to write the size of the array. Suppose I have not written the size, and let's compile the program. You can see there is a one error, size of A is unknown. This is the error. But suppose if you initialize the array, this is the way to initialize the array. Write down the equal to, and within the curly bracket write down the elements of the array 33, 44 and 55. These are the elements of my array, and let's compile the program. You can see there is a 0 error. So when you initialize the array, there is no need to write down the size of the array. But if you not initialize the array, then it is a compulsory to write down the size of the array in the simple in the square brackets. After that we will see how to print the elements of the array. So to print the any value or anything onto the screen, you have to use the printf statement, and here data type of A is an integer, so I will say that %d, and to print the first value, that is 11, I will say that A of 0, because indexes of the array is always start from the 0. So to fetch the 11 I have to use the 0. To fetch the 22 I have to use A of 1, then 2, 3 and 4. So here in this case A has a 5 values, so indexes will goes from 0 to 4. Now here it will print the 11 onto the screen. Just compile your program and execute your program. You can see this is the output. It printed the 11 onto the screen. Same way, suppose you want to print the 22 onto the screen. What I will do, again I will write the printf statement. Through that I am able to print the next value. Suppose I want to print the first value, then suppose I want to print the second value. Here output of this program will be printed 11, 22 and 33. Let's compile and execute. You can see this is the output. Same way, suppose I want to print this 44, I will say that again printf and A of 3 and A of 4. But here it is possible to write the printf statement 5 times because size of the array is 5. But what will happen if the size of array is 50? That many times you have to write down the printf statement. So what I will do, I will put this statement inside the for loop. So I will say that for I is equal to 0. Why 0? Because index is going to be started from the 0. So I'll say I is equal to 0, I less than equal to 4, or you can say I less than 5, because it will go up to the 4, equal to 4, less than equal to 4, and I plus plus. And inside this for loop, just write down one printf statement. This is the printf statement, and instead of writing A of 0, write down here I. It means whatever the value of I depend upon the print the particular value of I. So print the particular value of the array. When value of the I is 0, that time it will print A of 0. Then I going to be incremented and it will print the A of 1. Like that it will print up to the A of 4. Now let's compile. Undefined symbol I, because I have not declared the variable I. So declare it, write down int I and compile. Statement missing. For I is equal to 0. Okay. No errors. Now you can see it is output. It printed the all values of the array A. But suppose I don't want to initialize the array. I want to take the values from the user and I want to store that value into the array A. Suppose I have declared the array of 5 elements. So what I will do, again you can write the for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than equal to 4 and I plus plus. And you are reading the data, so instead of printf you have to use the scanf to read the values and use the %d because integer data type. And here instead of writing only a of I, write down ampersand because you are reading the data. So first value of I is 0, so it will read the value of enter by user and it will store that value at the 0th location of the array. Then it will store at the first location. Like that it will read the values and store into the array, and after that I am just printing that array. So let's compile this program and I will execute it. Suppose 11, 45, 56, 78 and 33. These are my values and it printed that values. So write down the proper message so you are able to see your answer properly. Printf. Here I will print the message. Enter values. Write down the semicolon, and when you are printing the values, write down printf /n, and here values of array /n, and let's compile, execute. Enter values is showing the proper message 11, 78, 45, 66, 88, and values of arrays same 11, 78. Means I have read the data from the user. I successfully stored that data into the array A and I have printed the array A successfully. So this is the way to read the data and to print the data. Coding is very simple. You have to just use the for loop. And suppose you declare the array of 10, so instead of writing less than equal to 4, you have to write down the 9, because here in this case your indexes will going to be start from the 0 and end at the 9. So write down less than equal to 9, and here also you have to write down less than equal to 9. So to read the data you have to just write down scanf statement, and to print the data you have to just write down the printf statement. I hope you understand how to read the data into the 1D array and how to print the data of one-dimensional array. Thanks for watching my video.